Intersectionality, a term coined in 1989 by Kimball Williams Crenshaw, an American civil rights advocate and scholar of critical race theory, refers to the examination of overlapping social identities and the corresponding systems of oppression, domination, or discrimination. This theoretical framework delves into how various biological, social, and cultural categories such as gender, race, class, ability, sexual orientation, religion, caste, age, nationality, and other identity axes interact on multiple levels simultaneously. The core premise of intersectionality is the understanding that individuals often experience disadvantage through multiple sources of oppression, encompassing factors like race, class, gender identity, sexual orientation, religion, and other identity markers. It recognizes that these identity markers are interconnected and inform each other, resulting in a complex convergence of oppression. Intersectional theory asserts that all forms of inequality are mutually reinforcing and necessitates simultaneous analysis and addressing to prevent one form of inequality from reinforcing another. By considering people's overlapping identities and experiences, intersectionality provides a framework for comprehending the intricate nature of the prejudices they face. Ultimately, it offers a nuanced perspective on individuals, groups, or social problems, taking into account the complexity of their discriminations and disadvantages. The roots of intersectionality can be traced back 2 decades earlier, when Black feminists began critiquing the predominantly white middle-class nature of the mainstream feminist movement. These feminists highlighted a disconnect between the concerns of the mainstream, white feminist movement, which often centered on issues like the expectation of women as homemakers, and the experiences of Black women. Many Black women, facing economic realities that required them to work outside the home, found it challenging to relate to the priorities of mainstream feminism. Simultaneously, Black women encountered sexism within the civil rights movement, often being excluded from leadership roles. This dual experience of racism within the feminist movement and sexism within the civil rights movement spurred Black women to advocate for a feminist approach that centered on their unique struggles and experiences. Kimball Williams Crenshaw, drawing on these challenges, further refined the concept in the context of anti-discrimination laws. She argued that existing laws inadequately addressed the discrimination faced by Black women, as they only accounted for gender and race separately. Crenshaw asserted that oppression should be viewed as interdependent rather than analyzed in isolation. This led to the birth of the term intersectionality, highlighting that individuals experience oppression differently based on their position across various social markers. To illustrate this concept, Crenshaw used the metaphor of intersecting roads, where racism road crosses with the streets of colonialism and patriarchy, and crashes occur at the intersections. This imagery conveys the idea that at the points where different forms of oppression intersect, individuals face a layered blanket of oppression, shaped by multiple social factors.